gorgeous. Good morning, everybody. And here's my new ride for the weekend. And I've got to tell you a little story and how I got to get this bike. It's an F900XR, the new model. And I got it from the guys at the BMW dealership called BMW Motorrad Moto Hub here in Bucharest. And I did that because my GS is back in the shop to get repaired. And it seems I managed to burn out another clutch. So yeah, I will admit it, I will take responsibility for it. The clutch had 3,000 kilometers, and out of those 3,000 kilometers, 300 of them were done on such roads. And unfortunately, my technique of riding the GS off-road is really shit. And I managed to burn the clutch out again. The bike is now in the shop with my friend Bogdan to get its clutch changed. And I've decided to take up an off-road course. I will be riding to a city called Ploiești on Sunday, and I will take a 4-hour enduro course. So I learn some technique and preferably avoid destroying another clutch on my GS. The guys were kind enough to lend me this F900XR over the weekend. Oops, wait a second. Let me show you around the bike a little. It's really, really pretty. I like it. And yeah, since Jessica was in the service, I had no way of reaching the off-road course on Sunday. And again, the guys were nice enough to lend me this bike. Ooh, sounds nice. What is it with BMWs and the rear brake? It never holds. Get ready for some Bucharest rush hour traffic because it was fucking insane. I came from the city center and it took me half an hour to reach the dealership, which is in the northern part. Oh, it's so tiny! Oh man. It's like a bumblebee. But I love the position, it's really comfortable. I'm going to try and ride next to the government building because I haven't taken that route for a long time. I haven't been home in a long while. Oh, this bike is so light and maneuverable. I love it. Traffic is horrendous in the city. Relax, baby. Oh, this guy thought I was... Thanks, man, but I was not revving it up. It cleared my way, but since you did it, I'm okay with that. Come on, man, you moved on this lane and what the fuck are you doing? Oh, this bike is so nimble. The rear brake is practically inexistent on this bike. I thought the one on my GS was bad, but this one is unbearably bad. I keep checking if I if I fit with a boxer engine between the cars, but of course there is no boxer engine on this bike. The handlebars though are pretty wide, and It's a bit difficult to filter with it. Absolutely no fucking reaction. Are you crazy? Thank you. Thank you, lady. Hello, gorgeous. Oh my god. I have never seen this boulevard so free of cars. Advantages of getting up early, huh? As I said in the first part of this video, I am going to Ploiești to learn how to ride off-road so that I stop investing in GS clutches. So, let's go. Bucharest is an incredibly nice city at this time of the day because there are not so many cars, but if you come around here in about, I don't know, let's say 20 minutes, half an hour, it will be fucking crazy. What mode are we on? Road dynamic. Road. Let's go with dynamic, what do you say? Woo! Feisty! Oh my god! There's such a big difference between road and dynamic. You don't feel this on the GS. Red light, red light, red light. I just got out of the city. I am on National Road 1. It's a pretty big deal because this road connects Bucharest, the capital, to one of the biggest cities, the center of the country, called Brașov. And this road is actually like one big headache every day. I mean, I'm really surprised that it's this free right now because normally it should be completely crammed. Yeah, the bike, oh man. I really like it. I mean, it's not like I've ridden a lot of bikes. Besides the GS and my Hornet, I just rode Christie's Africa Twin when we were at the Roadbook Adventure Challenge, and then 2 or 3 days ago I rode the F900XR, the naked version of this bike. But this one, oh man, I think I had forgotten how nice a light bike feels. And you saw my reaction when I put it into dynamic. It's a little pocket rocket. The wind protection is surprisingly good from this very small windscreen. I get a lot of turbulence with my adventure helmet, but had I had one of those helmets specially designed for naked bikes, I think it would have been perfect. Hooligan mode on. Of course. Good morning, everybody. I am going to take this baby back to the dealer who borrowed it to me. I will give it a few minutes to get its engine to the normal working temperature. In the meantime, I will tell you some feelings that I got riding this bike 2 days ago and yesterday. I was pretty lucky because I got to ride it in the city, but also outside the city on an express road. First of all, who do I think this bike is for? Well, it seems to be a proper beginner's bike. Maybe it's a bit too powerful for a beginner. What is really nice about BMW is that they have all these riding modes and they completely change the characteristics and the behavior of the motorcycle. For example, for me, I love the engine in the dynamic mode. I love the throttle response, but I hate the hardness of the suspension in the dynamic mode. But that's no problem because I can ride with the engine mapped for the dynamic mode, but with the suspension mapped for the road stiffness. Okay, so you get all these characters from one single motorcycle, and that I think is really cool. It's very maneuverable. It goes like crazy if you have to get somewhere in a hurry. There was one thing I didn't like. The wind protection is not enough, but I think that also has something to do with my adventure helmet, with this big peak here that catches the wind that comes from the windshield. I think that with a proper sports touring helmet you could make the wind protection work. Would I swap my GS for this bike? Probably not. Would I swap my GS for the S1000XR? I haven't ridden that yet, but I understand it's a piece of work. I got that on camera. Holy shit. Did you see that? Oh man. The taxi was to blame because he had a red light. Well, after a healthy detour, this bike just got home. Thank you for a great weekend. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.